Dana White was on a Canadian television network, and he said that GSP is going to fight for the welterweight title when he comes back, no longer the 185.
It makes sense. I mean, that whole 85 fiasco was obviously a shit show. And it's not working out. And him fighting at 70 is it makes more sense. It's so weird because think if he won at 85, what are you gonna give him? Yoel next? It makes no sense. And then he goes back to 70. Then you have this weird kind of, weird cue at the 85 pound now, and this vacated belt. If Conor doing this thing at 45 and 55, like there's just a bunch of shit going on in the division, so it ties up a lot of stuff. Him at 70 makes 100% more sense than anything they've done. So they're trying to put Bisping and Romero together. If Bisping can't fight this summer, then we'll probably create an interim title between Romero and Robert Whittaker. I would love that.
Yeah, that one.
I think Robert Whittaker's awesome. The best 185er on the planet right now. I think he beats. I really do think Robert beats Romero, and I think he's the worst matchup for anyone in the top four with his hand speed and his takedown defense. So I'm on this Whittaker train like a motherfucker. Shout out to my Aussies.
Real quick. Who do you think's a tougher competition for Whittaker, Romero or Luke Rockhold?
Rockhold. Better striker, long, big, had some rest, has a chip on his shoulder. Rockhold's going to be a tough one for anyone in there coming back if he has his head on right. And with George St. Pierre, I love people like, oh, he's scared or he wanted to wait this. It's medicals. Trust me when I tell you this. Medicals are his holdup.
George St. Pierre. Wait, so let me show you this. Tyron said that GSP is cowardly for wanting to fight Bisping and not go straight for the 170 belt, which is Tyron's.
I don't think it's cowardly. I think, he hasn't fought in 4 years. It's George St. Pierre. What are you doing? This stuff makes me laugh. Mm-hmm. He's not scared of Woodley. I love Woodley, but George ain't scared of Woodley. It's not a cowardly move. At 85, he hasn't fought in 4 years. I'm sure he's a little bigger now. He don't want to slam his weight to 170 his first fight back. His medicals, there might have been a hiccup here or there with his medicals, so now, it's going to take a little longer. So now the UFC's like, listen, you have more time. Let's just do it at 70 like we originally planned. We know you wanted 85. That's not going to happen. He's not ducking anyone. Matter of fact, Woodley is an easier fight than Bisping for him. Way easier. Name something that Woodley's better at.
Than Bisping.
In the octagon. Name one thing Woodley does better than him.
Than Bisping.
No, than GSP.
Knockout power.
I agree. He's a better overhand. He has more punching power. Let's just go through it. Does he have better wrestling in the octagon? Nope. Just doesn't. Does he have better striking? Nope. He's very one-dimensional. He has knockout, but no kicks. Has knockout power. His kicks aren't world-class. Jiu-jitsu? Mm-mm. Cardio? Mm-mm. Resume? Mm-mm.
So
footwork?
It's just the... Mm-mm.
He just has that. He has. It's the Johnny Hendricks thing. He has that huge KO power. If it lands, GSP's night's over. What's Bisping have? He has footwork, takedown defense. He's not going to try grappling with him. Probably if there's one guy on the roster with better cardio than GSP, it's Bisping. He's the way bigger fighter. He's taller. He doesn't want to engage in a grappling match. No one's scared of anyone.
Yeah,
it is always weird. I guess it's good for the media and stuff like that. No one's scared of anyone. Bisping's a tough fucking matchup for George, man. Big guy, counter wrestler, great boxing, bigger, longer, stronger probably, a natural 185er. It's a tough fucking fight for GSP. I really don't know if George wins that fight. I don't think he does.
Jeez.
But then you have GSP Woodley. You look at that fight. I think, all right, if GSP can avoid that huge one-punch power that he has, drag him in later rounds, he's probably going to take Woodley down. Koscheck is one of the best wrestlers to ever grace the octagon. He dismantled him wrestling. The big X factor here, And I'm not hating on Woodley. I love Woodley. I'm a Woodley fan, man. I'm just talking skill for skill right now, not person to person. The one thing that Woodley or anyone banking on fighting GSP is that ring rust, that 4 fucking year ring rust. It's also a different game now. So Woodley says, see, he goes, if Wonder Boy would have won, I guarantee that would be his first fight back would be against Thompson, a similar karate style fighter. Not really. They've seen probably a million times. He's trained with him. He doesn't have one punch KO power. Wonder Boy doesn't? He's more knockouts than you, son. What you talking about? He's not going to submit him. He's not going to stop his shot. Yeah. It's a safer fight for Big Teddy. Yeah, I don't think it's about safer. I really don't. I think it's his medicals, and I think that the timing, and if he wanted the safer fight, it would be Woodley. The big payday would be Bisping. So maybe he's going for the tougher big payday. So he just has it conflicting a little bit. What else you got, bro? Let's do one more.
You know when you said the size thing? Have you seen, I'm sure you've seen this, Tyron Woodley next to Damian Maia?
No.
I didn't realize he's that much bigger.
Damian Maia?
Yeah.
He's huge.
Dude, way huger than
Way bigger.
Way bigger. It looked like two different human beings. It's freaking
one
crazy.
guy used to be a natural 185er, you know? He's way taller, right? Like Woodley's a
way
short
taller.
dude.
Yeah. But way taller, he seems pretty wide too and everything.
Yeah,
so I don't know how that would...
Maia's a big boy. That's why I liked one of the reasons I liked Maia in that Jorge Masvidal fight, which was insanely tough to pick. But him being a natural 85er, you know, he tossed around Chael Sonnen. When we're talking PED, Lance Armstrong, Chael Sonnen, he fucking flipped him on his head, inverted triangle him from Mount. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be a strong grappler. That's his strength. And also, he's not wasting any energy striking. He's just trying to grapple. God, this is going to be tough to beat.
Masvidal even said, like, the only one thing that he was really surprised by was Damian's strength. He had no idea he was that strong.
Yeah, he's a big kid, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why at 70, he's a handful for anyone.